All right, all right, all right. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, brothers and sisters all over the world. The name of this channel is The African Times, and I'm Thomas. All right, look, everybody. Can you see in the background? Can you see that? Yeah, I think they call that the fairway. The fairway. Okay, look, I'm in Africa. I'm at a golf course. This is a golf course. And in this broadcast, we're going to talk a little bit about the golf course and show you some pictures and kind of give you some thoughts about the golf course and what impact the golf course has on black people. Does it have any impact on black people? Does it have any impact on the situation black people face, the struggles that we as black people face? So let me turn around and show you a little bit. All right, hold on. All right. Now this here is a better view. You can see golf course here in Africa. It's a beautiful, beautiful golf course here. So let's turn it around. I've been at this golf course. I'm not here playing golf, by the way. Although I might one day. I might. I'm showing you the golf course, and I'm here because my kids, they have soccer practice, football practice. It's right next door, and it's the same facility. And the kids use one part of the field to play golf. I mean, to do soccer practice. So I'm going to walk over there. But I thought I'd come and show you the golf course here. Many of you play golf. Now I told you, what does this have to do with our black experience? What we're going through here, in the world as black people. What does the golf course have to do with it? Okay, so first let's talk about the golf course and the sport of golf, okay? Because any sport is not good or bad. It's probably has more benefit than not if you just look at the activity itself. It's healthy. It's, basketball, baseball, football, track, whatever, hockey, whatever, cricket, rugby, whatever, in all the countries, whatever they have, tennis. Well, from just that perspective, it's good. It keeps you healthy. The competition is probably good for self-development, discipline. All of those kind of things are good qualities that it has no harm to any group of people, black or white or whatever. Okay, so that part is beautiful, right? That part we know. That's easy to understand. Now, let's move past that and look at golf in particular, but the other sports as well, because the principle, the philosophy applies even to the other sports. So let's take a look at the sport of golf. Is there some positive impact on black people overall? All right, cool. Positively, in recent times, the most positive kind of thing to come about from golf may have been the emergence of Tiger Woods. Okay, all right, cool. And why would that be beneficial? Well, here is an example of a man, and Tiger Woods. I'm gonna be honest with you, I can't even call Tiger Woods a black man. Why? Well, physically, he appears to have characteristics, attributes of African ancestry. Somebody in his family, they have some DNA, some black people. So then why wouldn't I call them black people, a black person? Well, we all know, because we live in this world dominated by, W's, people who are able to dictate in large part our views, how we think, how the world operates. Those people say if you have one drop of blood, African blood, you're a black person. Well, just like most of the things that they promote, that's not true. And it's not accurate. And it's propaganda and has a purpose and a benefit to benefit them. It's a lie. That's not true. The fact of the matter is, if you're an Asian and you mix with a black person, then you're mixed with Asian and African. That's the fact. You're not 100% African. You're not 100% Asian. Okay, fact. Well, they distort that because it fits their what? Their narrative of white supremacy and domination, and then it puts a negative spin on who you are. So now they can discriminate against you because they see a little black in you, and their whole thing is to discriminate and be against black people. This is a fact, okay? So now we got our good brother Tiger Woods and his kind of introduction as a superstar in golf. And the benefit for our young black people is that, hey, here's an image, because the white people say he's black, okay, but I'm not sure if he feels that way. I remember he said Caroline Asian or some foolishness. Okay, so which has some root in fact. So then our young children, our young boys and girls can see what they can see physically looks like a black man dominating in a particular area. So that's good. That's positive. They can see that, wow, okay, maybe I can do that. They can have dreams if they like that sport of becoming, good at the sport and having some benefit. And that's good. That's a good thing. Okay. They could see, well, maybe I could do that. And if I get good enough, maybe I can get a scholarship because I don't have money for college. Maybe I can pay for college. That's a good thing. It'll help them. Those are good things. Okay. All right. Or if they just want to be healthy. As an athlete, here's something with golf. As an athlete, you grow up as a little boy or a little girl and you're playing aggressive sports, physically aggressive, like basketball or baseball or track. As you get older, your body you're older. It just won't allow you to do those kind of activities in the way that you used to. So golf is an alternative. That's a positive thing. If you're an older person and you enjoy the athletic experience, you can go and you can golf and you can play golf. And you can still get your exercise. You're walking a long way. It's 18 holes. You're carrying it back. You're able to do that, and you still get the thrill of competition without, risking injury because your body is older. Positive. All right. Now, how in the world could golf be negative? Okay. All right. Somebody in my comments, and they did this, and I appreciate it. Thank you for the comment. They told me, I think it was a good sister. And she said, golf in Africa? And it had like a little question mark. And I think that's all it said. So I have to kind of make some assumptions here. I think her point was, well, in Africa, you got all of these people here struggling. Society is still a developing country. In many developing countries, why would you have this rich man's sport where you done carted off a bunch of land just for some people to come and hit a ball when you got very, very serious and pressing issues that you need to be dealing with? And there's a certain amount of logic, good logic to that, a certain amount of good reasoning to that. And now that's where it will be that's your first indication that maybe there's some negativity to it. For example, if the country has a certain percentage of people who don't have electricity or running water or a toilet inside the home, they still going outside to the toilet. Maybe they don't have a toilet. Maybe they have just a hole in the ground where they squat. If that exists in a country, is it a good thing for that country to invest resources in a golf course so people can play a game? And then one of the reasons why the game is considered a rich man's game is because usually the cost to come to the golf course, this is where white supremacy comes in, the cost to go golfing is usually pretty high. Most regular people without a good job, a very good job, or whatever, they just can't afford it. They certainly can't afford to do it often, even if you don't really have a good job, but you enjoy it, so you go and do it. When you do that, that particular, all right, had a little interruption there. They had to get back to it. But what I was saying is, what do you spend the resources on that? And people who work, they can come. It's very expensive, so they can come only a few times. They can't really come to the golf course a lot. They can't do it because it's too expensive, and it's designed that way. It's not like it's so, that, oh man, to operate the golf course, we got to have this big environment. No, once you get the land here, it's there. You got a few employees. The people come. You maintain it with some water. You cut the grass. It's not very expensive to maintain. That's not true. And even if it were, you can still lower the cost. If you lower the cost, you got more people coming. They do that because they want to create an environment where certain people, and only those certain people, a particular class of people, are there safe away from all of the people that they've caused economic oppression to, economic struggles. This is what you have here. So that's kind of a negative thing if the country is spending resources, even if it's their own people. If it's just, say, a black African social class, or in America, a black African people who live in America, social class, and their whole situation is, let's take care of ourselves, enjoy ourselves, which there's nothing wrong with that. But if there is no other energy, no other effort, no other use of resources to help and to help those people less fortunate, a program in place to do that, then that becomes negative. That becomes a problem. And this is what we have here. So another area where this whole kind of golfing situation can have some, kind of negative aspect for our good people, people in both America, Africa, South America, Europe, all over the world. These people who promote this particular sport, who promote this idea of this particular sport, if they are only selecting people to participate in the sport, black people I'm talking about, when they select these people to promote them, if they're only selecting a certain type of person to help promote their ideas, by the way, I'm leaving that area of the golf course, if they select only the people to promote who share their kind of supremacist view of the world, then that is a tool then being used psychological warfare, psychological damage against our people. Let's take our good brother Tiger Woods. He's the one you know most. There may be other black golfers, but certainly if you mention his name, you know who I'm talking about. Remember him, like Michael Jordan and the rest of them, Wesley Snipes and all the rest of them who chose, they can't seem to find a sister. All this amazing wealth, but you can't seem to find a sister. You can't find a sister. Tiger what? His wife, remember? He even, to some degree, he denounces, he's not necessarily pro-black. He marries a W. He couldn't find a sister. Now, Tiger Woods, everybody know he gets some of the finest sisters in the world, but can't seem to choose one. Doesn't really want one. I don't know if he has one now. Then what? They do what they normally do. They pick certain people like they did him because he's in that sport of them, that elite group, that elite class, even of their own people. It's the high class, the rich, the wealthy, of their own people. They bring an athlete up, a black athlete, bring them up, and then what they do, they bring them up, promote them, build them up, and then they disgrace them in front of the world to show them as an example of, see how flawed the black people are, the black men. You see, he's with a waitress in a restaurant. He's a horrible person. See, this is what they do. They bring them up, and this program is never going to change. We saw it with Mike Tyson. We saw it with O.J. Simpson. We saw it with Tiger Woods. We saw it with Wesley Snipes. You see it with all of the people they put up. And now you notice, be careful. I say all of them because even the ones that they don't tear down, that they leave in this position of, oh, this is just a good brother, he clean. That is only a part of the system to leave one part of it intact, unblemished, so that they can refer back to that particular person and say, no, see, this is not a conspiracy. We're not doing this. See, because look, you got this one over here. Nothing said bad about him. It's because he's a good person. It's really the bad black people, the majority of them, that's all a part of the system. See, so golf is no exception. Golf is no exception. Entertainment in general, whether it's sports or whether it's sports, entertainment, television, in any movies, whatever area they want, they're going to follow this program, this strategy. Okay? So again, golf, they have it here. There are some nations, I don't know if they have no golf courses. It'd be interesting to look at. But in this particular part of Africa, they do have it. And remember, it's in an area where, you know, it'd be interesting to take a look and see what areas could use an infusion of capital, revenue, to build not a golf course, but to help improve the society of our good African brothers and sisters all over the world. So just thought I'd give you a few thoughts on it, everybody. Let you see the golf course. All right. We're going to talk to you guys a little later. Ooh, hooroo, ooh, hooroo, ooh, hooroo. All right. Just a quick shot of one of the holes at the golf course. Just a quick shot so you can see. I don't know. What do you think this is? Par 2? Yeah, probably par 2, par 3. It's definitely not over par 2. I think it's par 2. All right, we'll talk.